Well, we always love to hear great stories about our students, and this one involves a fine arts student who just graduated. Now he has his sights completely set on Broadway, and I'm not talking about Nashville. Performing arts extraordinaire James Nelson just graduated Wilson Central, but prior to his graduation, James earned some very serious hardware. Standing nearly 6'5", he indeed is doing big things. He just won lead performer at the prestigious Spotlight Awards at TPAC last month. And to equate that to the athletic world, it's like winning a state championship amongst the absolute top-tier fine arts stage talent in the entire state. This is no easy task.
Every year, the Spotlight Awards light up the stage at the Tennessee Performing Arts Center for one unforgettable night. But the program's impact is felt by these students all year round.
Basically, if you know the Tonys, it's kind of like that, where a panel of judges comes and they watch your show, and then they adjudicate it, but they also pick out a couple of outstanding actors and nominees and things like that. Out of those 40 schools and out of all those kids, I was able to win that one thing.
But it doesn't stop there. He is about to head off to New York to participate in the annual Jimmy Awards that brings top-flight talent from high schools all across the country.
When I go to the Jimmys, if I make it into a character medley, I will be like one of like 8 kids, but it will be like, you know, Shrek and Donkey and Jean Valjean from, you know, so it's like a bunch of like random mix of characters. And then like you get to perform like your character segment for it. So they kind of make like a show out of it, which I'm really excited for. And then they also do like with everybody, they'll do like a mix of Broadway shows that are on Broadway right now. So they'll do like snippets from each song and kind of put together like a medley from it. So it's really, really cool.
But wait, there's more. James has been accepted to Florida State's Elite Theater Arts program. It's exclusive and highly competitive to earn a seat. James wowed his way to Tallahassee, and they are excited to have him on campus starting this fall.
So I'm going for a Bachelor of Music in Musical Theater at Florida State. My class is, I'm one of 7 people in my musical theater class, which is a pretty small class. And it's been crazy. This college audition thing has been insane. I mean, it's been like a year and a half in the making of, you know, filming audition videos, getting everything ready. It's insane. It's so hard to get into musical theater college.
The difficulty comes in how long that process is. Really, that process starts with some family planning as a freshman or as a sophomore, that's a career path you're going to explore. And then as a junior, you're starting to make recordings, you're starting to submit auditions. As seniors, you're doing follow-up auditions. As these programs continue to grow and improve, you're looking at some international impact to that. So it's incredibly selective to do what James is looking to do.
Needless to say, James is a stage master, and his performances are commanding and captivating. But for him, this all started years ago at Rutland Elementary.
My teacher was Miss Boykin. She's awesome. And it was in a production of Willy Wonka Kids. And I'd never done theater before. And so Willy Wonka Kids came out, and I was like, you know what, I might as well audition for it. So I walked into that audition, and I was terrified, out of my mind terrified. But I ended up getting Willy Wonka, and so I went through that kind of experience, and like the second I stepped on that stage, I was like, I need to do this. I need to keep performing.
He credits Wildcat Theater at Wilson Central for so much to allow him to achieve all that he has.
Wildcat Theater has not only been a great place of training and teaching me so many different things, but it's also done a really great job of providing a family and a support system throughout all this. Because theater is a very vulnerable art. You have to learn a lot about yourself and learn a lot about your castmates that are on stage as well. So it's not only about working hard and only worrying about you, it's also about worrying about everybody else on that stage, because everyone is important and everyone does play a role.
Getting plugged into extracurriculars can be challenging at times, but Fine Arts Coordinator Carter Noblin puts it best. You just never know where theater arts can take you.
When we talk about performing arts, one of the most unique things is there's no bench. Everybody participates the entire time. That participation might look different. It might be up in the sound booth. It might be pulling a curtain. It might be moving a set piece. It could be singing. It could be leading a performance. There are active ways to be a part of it. And for every student, whether it's someone who sings and dances or someone that says they don't sing and dance, but really after a few days realizes they can, there's opportunities for any and every student in these performing arts programs.
In James's case, the sky's the limit as his potential is just incredible. He has all the tools to be a star on Broadway in New York, or maybe even the big silver theater screen.
I'm a toy balloon that's faded soon to pop, but baby, I'm the bottom, you're the top. What's your goal?
I mean, really anything. As a musical theater major, you kind of have to be ready to go into any field. So I would really love to be on Broadway and be, 8 shows a week, performer on Broadway. I think that would be fantastic.
So folks, remember the name, James Nelson. He's a product of Wilson County Schools, and like his family and close friends, we too couldn't be more proud.
Above and beyond all of the accomplishments, he's just a great person. Whether it's supporting students, supporting programs, from the first time that I interacted with, I'll call him Little Freshman James. He probably was never a little freshman, but with Freshman James, it was pretty clear that he was an incredible student, an incredible person.
I'm Bart Barker with Wilson County Schools.